What's going on, everyone? Jake here from Chrome, and this is the Pavo20 Pro 2, and it's a little bit different than the original Pavo20 Pro. So I'm going to tell you about the new guy, the tiny differences from the old guy, and I'm actually going to walk you through how to get this thing all set up. So the first and maybe the largest difference is actually this LED strip. It is different than the original. It's multicolor. You have different options. You even get a little board that you can put on here that is programmable. So that's really cool, but that's not really a huge difference. Even the original did have LEDs, just a little bit more basic. They did modify the frame on this one just a little bit. And the big thing is, yeah, I did say that. So, meaning when you put the air unit on top here, it just kind of screws in, the nuts are built into the frame, so you don't have to worry about fiddling with nuts. I don't have time to fiddle with nuts. And actually, I don't suggest you do that. Anyway, I suggest you buy the pre-made, pre-built version with the DJI O4 Air Unit Pro on there. It's like $365. They're hard to find on their own anyway, so just save yourself the hassle. It's like 20 minutes to put it together, but just buy it with the air unit on there and you don't have to worry about all that. So this drone is about 108 grams. That is without the battery. They recommend a 3S 550, which is what I've been flying this thing on. It is 1104 7200 kV brushless motors, and you can see they're pointed downward, right? This is a pusher style drone. Now, depending on how you fly, you can get about 6.5 minutes of flight time. That is for slow cruising. If you're gonna rip this thing around, and probably not what it's meant for, you're probably getting about half of that flight time. The board on here is an F4. It's an all-in-one flight controller rated at 20 amps, right? Because you have the ESCs integrated into it, and you can see here they are plugged motors. Now, there are other canopy options if you don't want the DJI O4 Pro, but that is what you want. I don't know why you would buy this drone and not go that route. If you wanted something just to kind of fly around and have more fun with, they've got the Femto, which is kind of like a tinier version of this with the O4 Lite or just standard DJI O4. Or I'd recommend maybe this, the Meteor 75 Pro with the DJI O4. This is maybe my favorite indoor flyer. This is so fun to fly. This is more of like a companion drone to your Avata. If you want something to take really good pictures and video and get in small spaces, this may be your guy. So I'm going to show you how to set this up. Step one, bind to your controller and plug it in and wait about 30 seconds. You'll see this green light start to flash. That means it's emitting a Wi-Fi signal. I'm assuming that you already have a radio with your passcode built into it. So all you have to do, if that is the case, if that's not the case, there's another video you need to watch. But okay, so now I'm going to connect to my computer looking for that ExpressLRS RX Wi-Fi. Come on, we can do it. All right, we're on, and now I'm going to go to 10.0.0.1. If you don't know the password, it is ExpressLRS, all lowercase. Then you get to this here. This is the ExpressLRS setup page, right? And this is where I can type in my binding phrase. For me, it's Chrome surprise. I'm going to go ahead and click save. And now I can go ahead and connect to any radio that has that same binding phrase. I have multiple radios with that bind phrase, so I can actually fly this with multiple radios. So I'm just going to wait. Telemetry connected. That means we're in business. And but it does also still need to be connected to my DJI goggles. Okay, so I'm going to power this thing on, and I'm going to use a toothpick to press that bind button right underneath the SD card slot, and it's flashing. Now I'm going to go into my goggles, which are on and set to the DJI O4 Air Unit Pro, and I'm going to hold the power button underneath until it beeps at me. And now I got a green light, and Now I have video. It says air unit not activated, functionality limited, make sure it has power. Connect a DJI Air Assistant 2 consumer drone series to activate. So there is still another step. You definitely want your fan for this one again. So set your drone next to your fan. You're gonna power it on, and you're gonna need a USB-C cable, and you're actually gonna plug that into the air unit. Then I'm gonna open up DJI Assistant 2 consumer drone series. Okay, so we can see my DJI O4 air unit is on there. I'm gonna go click start activation, confirm my account. Activation success complete, and now I can just go ahead and rip around and fly this little guy. So what I actually do is I keep my Pavo20 Pro, not this one, but my old one, in my bag with my Avata 2, and I often fly it with my DJI controller, which I can also fly the Pavo Pico with. And I find this to be a great companion drone to my Avata because it's just a little bit smaller and the camera quality is nearly as good, so I can fly smaller gaps and things with this if I'm filming indoors, and I don't necessarily want to do it with my Avata. So this could potentially be a backup to your Avata or a replacement to your Avata in certain situations. Hey, I hope this was helpful. If it was, give me a thumbs up, and we hope to see you back on the channel. Thanks for watching.